Good morning students. Today it is lecture 16 under the thermal properties of matter. In the last class we have learned some of the concepts based on the latent heat, calorimetry. Based on that we have learned the theory concept, right? So now let me just go for the second type of examples in this chapter, where we come across based on calorimetry and some of them based on latent heat. Because just now we have learned the theory concept, let me solve some problems. You will understand them completely, perfectly in that. Okay. Now, today is to start these problems. I'll just write the formulas in this today's problems. So let us go for those things. Please remember, earlier we have learned calorimetry. You already know the principle used in calorimetry is heat lost is always equal to heat gained. This concept, only this principle is there. Based on that we have to solve the different type of problems. Okay. And the next class we have learned the one latent heat, right? So based on that I'll just write the formulas now. So calorimetry, the principle in this is heat lost is equal to heat gain. So this is the only principle we have for this. This is the one point we are learning. But how to solve problems, I'll tell you how to do it. In this heat lost, to explain that heat, since already we have a calorimeter, we are using the concept of specific heat to solve the problems. There, the quantity of heat is always represented by Q is equal to mc delta T. So this concept we are using here. Whenever you are explaining about the quantity of heat, where m is said to be the mass, C is said to be the specific heat, and delta T is rise in temperature. At the same time, to solve some of the problems based on the one latent heat, there we are using the concept of where Q is equal to m into L. So here, where L is said to be the latent heat, maybe the latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization, depending on the problem we take it. What is M? Mass of the substance, where Q is equal to quantity of heat supplied to it. When you come across change of state, you come across this concept. So during change of state you get it. This is based on change of state. At that time you get this formula. Okay, this based on calorimetry. Even in some problems we are using calorimetry, we also come across some latent heat. At that time we also use this formula. Only these two formulas are there. Now let me solve the problem one by one. Okay, and this formula is very simple, but while solving problem you come across different methods how to solve it. Okay, now just let me tell you the next problem. Here under calorimetry, where we come across the first problem. A geyser heats water flowing at the rate of 3 liter per minute. 3 liter per minute. From 27 degrees centigrade to 77 degrees centigrade. If the Geyser operates on a gas burner, what is the rate of combustion of fuel if the heat of combustion is 4 into 10 raised to 4 joules per gram. So here in this problem they have given one geyser. This is the one geyser which heats water. You already know geyser always the one maybe the electric geyser or maybe the one geyser when you are placing on the burner, gas burner. So here they have given the one geyser which are placing on the gas burner. So remember it is not an electric geyser, you are placing that geyser on the gas burner. So that geyser heats water and it is flowing at the rate of 3 liters per minute. So for 1 minute 3 liters of water is coming out of it. So the water is flowing from it is for 1 minute 3 liters of water is flowing per minute. And the temperature they have given which is from 27 degrees to 77 degrees centigrade. What do you mean by this here? Earlier the water before heating it was 27 degrees centigrade. When once the geyser has been heated up, now it has become 77 degrees centigrade. Means the water has been boiled up to 77 degrees centigrade. Okay, so you have heated the water using geyser. Okay, if the geyser operates on a gas burner and you are operating it on gas burner, so what is the rate of combustion of fuel? So the one rate of combustion of fuel you have to calculate. In that they have given heat of combustion is given. They have given heat of combustion, but they are asking to calculate what is the rate of combustion. What do you mean by this rate of combustion means how much amount of it is flowing per minute. So that is the rate you have to calculate. So for 1 minute how much combustion of the fuel is required for it. So here already you know that is 3 liters are there. So using that for 1 minute how much the one rate of combustion is there, that we have to calculate. So before going to this, the first step, let us write the factors which are given in this. So what is the one water is given, that is 3 liters the given. That liter should be converted to grams because here they have given the rate of combustion in grams. So that let me convert this to the 1 grams. As you know, the 1 liter of water is equal to 1 kg. So when you are taking 1 liter of water is equal to 1 kg means here they have given 3 liters. Naturally it is 3000, that is 3 kgs it is. When you say 3 kg it is 3000 grams it is. So using these conditions you have to calculate the things. So that conversion you have to make it here. So first let me write mass. That is mass of what? Water. So first step, mass of water. So mass of water is how much it is? When M is equal to, that is MW, which is 3 liter. 3 liter. Okay. So here, please remember, you know 1 liter is equal to 1 kg. 1 liter is equal to 1 kg. This conversion you know. When you say 1 kg means it is equal to 1000 grams. 1 kg and that can be written as 3 kg and 3 kg per minute. So I write 3 kg per minute and that is converted to here 3000. That kg itself is written as 3000 grams for 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. I think you are able to catch it. What is this? Per minute means it is equal to 60 seconds. So that you can convert here. So using this, what we have to do now, the next concept is rising temperature, delta T. The delta T you have to take it here. The delta T is equal to how much it is? Where it is given as delta T equal to the temperature, which is nothing but rising temperature. This is called rising temperature. Delta T. Earlier it was 27, that is 27, and second time it was 77. So 77 minus 27. This becomes equal to here 50 degrees centigrade. This is equal to 50 degrees centigrade. Now this is rising temperature, this is mass of water. Now we have to use the quantity of heat. How to calculate quantity of heat? This quantity of heat's formula is mc delta T. So here we have to take mass of water and rising temperature. What is C? C is calorimeter. Specific heat of given calorimeter it is. But it is now, you remember here they did not give the one. They have said water is given in that geyser. They did not give the specific heat of that geyser. So let us take that in terms of calories, 8 joules. That can be converted here. So I just write here in this case. That is nothing but here you have to take it as m, that is 1, that is how much it is? 3 liter per minute it is given. What is the rate of combustion is given here. So this can be written as, it is 1 calorie. First let me write the conversion here. So this is equal to, that is 1 calorie is equal to, it is 4.2 joules. Okay. Now if you want to keep this in time in minutes itself, here already they have given this is joules per gram. They did not say anywhere to write in seconds, but the method to write is seconds. But even if you do not convert this in seconds, also you can write in minute. If you keep as it is, also you can keep it as it is. So let me just keep that in minutes itself. So you can write here itself. This is grams per, that is per minute. Let me keep this as it is, and let me keep the answer in itself minutes. So now let me write the one rate, that is nothing but amount of heat. So amount of heat. First we had to calculate what is the rate of combustion. Before going to that, you have to calculate this amount of heat using this formula. Q is equal to mc delta T. So amount of heat spent is equal to Q equal to mc delta T. So now I write m is nothing but mass, 3000 grams. Okay, 3000 grams into, that is nothing but here C. C is nothing but I am taking in terms of calories, 1 calorie into 4.2 joules. Okay, per minute, that is 4.2 joules per minute into, this will be difference is 50 degree, delta T is 50. So you get, this is 3000 grams into 4.2 joules per minute into 50. So your answer will be, here it is equal to, that is 6.3 into 10 raised to 5 joules per minute. So remember here 3000 into 4.2 into 50. You get 6.3 into 10 raised to 5. This joules is kept as it is, per minute is kept as it is. So we have got the one quantity of heat spent. That is nothing but the amount of heat which is spent here. This using this, let us go for the next part, rate of combustion of fuel. So how to calculate this rate of combustion of fuel? Now let me write here. Rate of combustion is equal to, it is whatever the one quantity you have, that is 6.3 into 10 raised to 5, it is joules per minute divided by this, the one here, what is given? The rate of combustion value is given. It is 4 into 10 raised to 4 joules per gram. This is what given here. So this, remember, the one rate of combustion is this one. You have to calculate with respect to time. So you are calculating with respect to time means whatever the combustion, heat combustion is given by the one geyser. What is the one rate of combustion of the fuel? Fuel, whatever we are using, that we are using here. So here joules is there and this minute is left out, grams will be taken to numerator. If you just divide, you get the value which is 15.7. It is 75 grams. This gram will go to numerator. This minute will come to denominator per minute. This can approximately written as, here remember, it is 15.75, which is nearer to 16 it is. So 16 grams per minute. So this is the one answer. So it's a very simple problem, but in this question they have given here geyser first. That geyser, it is heating on the gas burner. So what amount of heat it is there, that you have to calculate using the symbol Q is equal to MC delta T. Before going to that, first let me write what is mass given. That is mass is 3 liter per minute they have given, and the temperature rise is given 27 to 77. The difference is 50 degrees centigrade. So using that, we have this one heat of combustion is there. That combustion, using that we have to calculate rate of combustion. So two steps we are calculating here. So that is, one is amount of heat first. After getting this Q divided by this rate, that is whatever the rate of combustion you have to calculate that, this Q by this heat of combustion. Heat Q by heat of combustion, if you calculate, that is none other than you get the one rate of combustion. Rate means time. What is the time required for the combustion? That time we are calculating, that is 16 grams per minute. So to calculate that, these conversions are there. 1 liter equal to 1 kg and 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. So I just convert this as 3 liters as 3 kg per minute. At the same time, this can be written as 3000 grams per minute. You can also convert it in seconds, but if you write in minutes, keep it as it is in minutes. Here up to minutes we have get the answer. By chance, if you want to write by the 1 seconds, at that time we are just dividing by 60, where 1 minute equal to 60 seconds, then you finally write the answers of that. So better you can keep this answer in minutes itself. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate. Very simple problem, but only this formula we are using. The steps to be followed, conversion to be done first earlier. Okay, I hope you understood this condition. So similar type, I solve one more problem. You'll understand some more things in that. Okay. Now, the next problem. Second problem, a 10 kilowatt drilling machine a 10 kilowatt drilling machine is used to drill a bore in a small aluminium block of mass 8 kg. rise in temperature. Rise in temperature. How much is the rise in temperature of the block? Of the block. In 2.5 minutes. In 2.5 minutes. Assuming 50% of power, 50% of power is used up in heating the machine itself. In heating the machine itself. Are lost on the surroundings. Are lost on the surroundings. Specific heat of aluminium. Specific heat of aluminium is 0.91 joules per gram per degree centigrade. So this is what the one question they have given here. In this they have given a 10 kilowatt drilling machine. They have given one machine, and that machine, the 10 kilowatt drilling machine means the power is given for this. Power of that machine is given. You know power in mechanics, you already have heard regarding power, where power is nothing but energy by time taken or work done by time taken. So here already power directly power they have given. That they have given SI system 10 kilowatts. Okay. Now this has been using a small aluminium. It is drilling a bore, means it is making a hole in that is aluminium block of mass 8 kg. That block is having mass 8 kg and it is making a hole using that machine. Okay. How much is the rise in temperature in block? Means you have to calculate delta T. Nothing but rise in temperature in 2.5 minutes. They have given some time. So within that time, what will be the rise in temperature? Okay. Assuming 50% of the power is used up in heating the machine itself, or lost on the surroundings. Means you are using some power to it. Machine, you are using some power. But 50% of power means remaining 50% is lost in the surroundings. So 50% has been lost. Only the 50% has been utilized to make the one hole in this aluminium block. So using only 50% power and you are calculating the one rise in temperature. Hope you understood this problem. So first step you remember, they have given some power. They are using a drilling machine. Already they have given one block which is of aluminium block. So if you have, this is the one aluminium block. This is the one aluminium block which is of 8 kg mass it is. So already block is having 8 kg mass. In this they are using that machine and they are making the hole. Means they are boring this, nothing but they are drilling a bore. Bore means hole, making a hole. And that hole they are making in 2.5 minutes. They are only taking time interval 2.5 minutes and the power supplied is this much. Using this you are making the one hole. So when they are drilling the machine, naturally there is a rise in temperature. That rise in temperature you have to calculate in this problem. But one condition they have given, they are using this power. This power only 50% is utilized. based on this. So let me write. So here, what is it? First step, the one power. Let me write what is that power. Power is equal to 10 kilowatt. What do you mean by 10 kilowatt? It is none other than, it is 10 to the into 10 to the power of 3 watts. Kilo means 10 to the power of plus 3. So this becomes 10 to the power of 4 watts. So you got the power is 10 to the power of 4 watts. Okay. Now they are giving some time interval. What is the time interval? They are given the time interval is small t is equal to, this time is 2.5 minutes. So time is 2.5 minutes. Suppose if you are writing in CJ system, SI system, at that time we are converting into the 1 seconds. Similarly, if you are in CGS also, time interval remains same. So you are converting for seconds, and you can also write this time interval in seconds means it is 2.5 minutes. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So 60 seconds means you are writing this as 2.5 into 60 seconds. So this becomes 60 to the 120 and this becomes 0.5. Totally 150 seconds. So now you have converted time interval in seconds. The second step. What is the mass? Mass is given as 8 kg. 8 kg mass is given. So here in this problem, you have to be aware here. The specific heat is given in grams. So they are given in grams. They are not given in kgs. So you let me convert this mass into grams. So first, M is equal to 8 kg. This is taken as 8,000 grams, or you are writing as 8 into 10 raised to 3 grams. So this mass you have converted to grams. So mass is converted, time is converted, and also you have converted the power. Now what is the first step they are saying here? Only the 1 calorie, whatever the one specific heat of aluminum is given. Let me say this specific heat of aluminum is CAL is equal to 0.91 joules per gram per degree centigrade. You can write like this, or you are also ready to write 0.91 joules per gram per degree centigrade. This is how you can write like this. Both are correct now. So here they have given specific heat of aluminum also. So using this, first let me write this condition. The only 50% of this has been utilized, remaining 50% has been lost to the surroundings. That condition let me write. Since 50% of energy is utilized in this heating of the machine and the remaining 50% has lost to the surroundings. Since 50% of the power is utilized, is used up to drill the machine, is used up to drill the machine. Okay, and the remaining is lost to the surroundings, and the remaining is lost to the surroundings. Is remaining lost to the surroundings. So this condition also has been satisfied now. Now we have already said 50% means. Now the next step what we have to write here, that is nothing but the rise in temperature we have to calculate. So before writing that, energy absorbed by the block. How much energy has been absorbed by the block, that we have to calculate. So let me write here, in this case, energy absorbed by the block. Energy absorbed by the block. Okay, let me write first condition. What is energy absorbed? How much it is? In this 50% we have tried. So here 50% means 50 by 100. So 50 by 100 means how much it is? Let me tell you. This is, I just calculate here. So that is Q is equal to 50% means 50 by 100. This is 50 by 100. So 1010 gets cancelled. 5 by 10. 5 by 10 means what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means what? 0.5. I think you are able to catch this one. So 50% of power. So 50% of power means this is 50 by 100 of this power. So 0.5 this power, this much you are using here. That is, what is this? Energy which is absorbed. 0.5 P. What is it P? P is 10 to the power of 4 watts it is. This P you have to take. 10 to the power of 4 watts. So, but you know, energy I have written here. But you know the formula for the one power. Power is equal to energy by time. When you write this energy, this is P into T. So, this concept you have to utilize now. Now, let me write energy absorbed by the block. That is equal to P into T. So, how much P it is? 0.5 P into T it is. So, let me write, this is nothing but called as, this is 0.5 P into T. I think you have followed this condition, because please observe, you cannot write directly. First energy are writing. Energy means power is equal to energy by time taken. You already learned in your high school. Also in first year in part 1 mechanics you are learning the one energy formula. Also power you are learning there. So you are 2 times you can define. Power can be defined as, it is the rate of change, that is nothing but energy by time taken you can say, or work done by time taken, or rate of energy you can say. These 3 types you can define the one power. In this I am taking power as energy by time. So energy is equal to P into T. So the quantity of heat is a form of energy. So this Q is nothing but energy. This can be written as 0.5 into P into T. This is what you are observing here. So energy means 0.5 into P into T. So I have taken in that condition. What is P? P is nothing but power. I have to substitute power. What is T? T is nothing but time. So I just write here. This is 0.5. P is 10 to the power of 4 into time. Time is 150 seconds. I think you have followed this. So first step we are calculating energy absorbed by the block. So you will get some answer. That answer is, I think you will get it is 7.5 into, that is 15 5s are 75 into 10 raised to 5. 75 into 10 raised to 5. Energy is expressed in joules. So it is 7.75 into, that is you already have the one decimal here. Just wait. 10 raised to plus 4 plus 1. 10 raised to 5 you get, and this 15 5s are, that is 15 into 0.5 it is 7.5. Hope you understand this value. It is 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 joules. You got energy now. What is the next step you have to calculate? Assuming the one this using this, you have to calculate rising temperature. Now let us calculate what is the rising temperature. At that time you take the same formula where Q is equal to mc delta T. This is the one conditions you are following here. Q is equal to mc delta T, where Q is equal to mc delta T. What is delta T? Yeah, Q by M into C. What is Q? Just now nothing but energy, quantity of heat you got it. That is nothing but 7.5 into 10 raised to 5. This is expressed in joules divided by, what is M? M is nothing but the one mass. Just now you got it. It is 8 into 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 grams it is. Right? Okay. What is that? That is one C. C already it is given. It is 0.91 into joules per gram per degree centigrade. This condition you know. So this plus and minus grams will get cancelled here. This joule and joule get cancelled here. Now you got 7.5 into 10 raised to 5. Below this you have 8 into 10 raised to 3 into 0.91 you get it, and you get the answer for this is where delta T is equal to, it is 103 degrees centigrade. Means this centigrade is represented in denominator, this will come to numerator. So you get which is equal to 103 degree centigrade. let now correct here right ways. You understand this one correctly. I'll write it here. Then you understand this one. Q is equal to MC delta T. So this delta T is equal to Q. Q is 0.5 into Q is equal to 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 divided by this joules. I'll write as it is. Here I'll write M, that is 8 into 10 raised to 3 G grams it is, and this C is equal to here 0.91 joules per gram per degree centigrade. So this joules gets cancelled, gram gets cancelled, this remaining all will be converted, and now you get the centigrade in the earlier goes in denominator, it will come to numerator. You get this is 103 degree centigrade. This is your answer. So please observe, here I have taken one drilling machine, and this drilling machine they have given here to make a hole, nothing but a small bore is made in the aluminium block. So this is the one block. If you get this block is like this, in this they are making a hole in this. So to make that hole they are using this 1 minute time, 2.5 minutes to make that hole. The mass of the block is 8 kg, and that is 8 kg mass of the block. Again they have said one condition, it is only using 50% of this power. They have given some power, 10 kilowatt power, only 50% is utilized, remaining 50% has been lost to the surroundings. So using all this, you have to calculate to make this hole, it takes 2.5 minutes, and how much there is a rise in temperature. That concept they have said here. So please observe, the first step you have tried power, 10 kilowatt, that you have to convert like this, 10 into 10 raised to 3 watts. So this becomes 10 raised to 4 watts. This you are expressed in SI unit. Now time, 2.5 minutes, that also you are expressing in seconds. So minutes is converted to seconds here. In this problem I have converted to seconds. Previously I have kept as it is in minutes. Now I have shown this in how to convert in seconds. This will become 150 seconds. Now mass. Since the specific heat is expressed in joules per gram per degree centigrade, so I am converting this mass into grams. Suppose if they are given in kg, you would have not converted here. You would have kept as it is, but this is in grams. So I have written 8000 grams. That is 8 into 10 raised to 3 grams. The specific heat of aluminium, that is specific heat of aluminium is represented by ACAL, 0.91 joules per gram per degree centigrade. This they have given the question itself, so that you can write even like this also. This if you remove power, this becomes per gram per degree centigrade like this. So both are correct here. So now in this first step what we have to calculate was one step they have said 50% of the power is used to drill the machine. What is the remaining is lost to the surroundings. This condition we have to follow here. So when we are saying this one, that is energy are calculated. So to calculate that energy, first let me write the one amount of the one power we want to calculate in terms of heat. So the one energy absorbed by the block, energy, nothing but heat energy absorbed by the block, which is represented by Q, 50% of this power. So 50% is written as 50 by 100 into power. 1010 gets cancelled. 5 by 10, it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 as good as 0.5. 0.5 P. This is the one heat energy is. Now they are asking in terms of power. You know power is P is equal to E by T. Therefore E is equal to P into T. Now this can be written in terms of energy where it is 0.5 P into T. Hope you understood this one. This is energy is represented in terms of using power I have written here 0.5 P into T. Okay. Now this formula I have used here 0.5 P is nothing but 10 raised to 4 this value, and this time is 150 seconds. You get this. Now after getting this you are calculating the quantity of heat MC delta T in that rise in temperature. Substituting, you get this value. Hope you understand this one. Now you are expressing in degree centigrade by cancelling all the value. So today I have learned two different types of this one calorimetry problems using the concept here in this only by using Q is equal to MC delta T. Some more problems I will solve in the next coming classes. So at present be familiar about this. With the help of this you can solve very many problems easily.